Welcome to the video training program on how to make safe and consistent income from the financial market, part 2. Now, in the part 1 of this training, we did look at reasons why people lose money in the financial market, and then we did inform our viewers that we're going to be starting with solutions to the problem of loss of fund in the financial market. Also, in this part, we'll be looking at how to grow your wealth exponentially by compound interest. We'll also look at how to utilize the expertise of professional traders to earn while you learn. We'll look at how to make $1, $2, $5, $20 or more dollars daily from the financial market. Then we'll look at practical steps you can take today to start earning from the financial market. So once again, welcome to this aspect of the training program as we begin with how to guard against loss of funds in the financial market.
What are the solutions? And then the first thing we look at when we talk about solution is, as a person, mitigate against all of these things we've talked about. Get adequate knowledge if you want to get involved in trading, and then trade by yourself, possibly where you have adequate knowledge over that you can begin to trade by yourself, or get involved in a structure that is not so pressured. Now, one of those areas where you can look at that is copy trade, which is what we're introducing, copy trade, where you look at the professional trader, so you look at his or her trajectory over time, and then you can copy his or her trade. You target small and consistent profit over time. Once again, I'll remind you, we're looking at long-term plan, long-term financial plan, not just short-term. So imagine if you have $100 account, and then the tendency of making 50 cents to $1 every day, it's very high. But like we mentioned, many people want to try to make $5 or $10 from that account every day. It doesn't work that way. So you have a plan that in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year, I'm going to grow this account from $100 to maybe $300 or $500. Then you can work on that and then grow consistently. Like I said, imagine making just $1, which is very achievable, very achievable. $1 every day. So in a month, if you're doing crypto, you're sure of making about $30. Like if you're doing 50 cents in a month, you're sure of making $15. Of course, if you're doing forex that trades only on weekdays, so in a month you're sure of making, if you're doing $1 per day, you're sure of making $20. If you're doing 50 cents per day, you're sure of making $10. Like we said, the idea is consistency. Now, when you're copy trading or you're trading in the financial market, this is one area where you can apply compound interest so well. Because, for example, you have $100 account, and then you're making, let's say, if you're doing a dollar a day, and then that means by the end of the week you're going to be doing about $5 if you're trading in forex, or if you're doing crypto, you're going to be doing about $7. But crypto trades 24 hours a day, 7 days in a week. So now, instead of just pulling out that money you made, the $7 or $5 you made at the end of the week, if you reinvest it and then use that as trading money, you're going to be utilizing the power of compounding. At the 25th week, using $100, you're making about 340 something dollar at the 25th week. So that will tell you how much. So 25 weeks is just about 6 months. So that will tell you that when you compound your interest in 6 months, you would have tripled your account. But like we said, now this is one thing that many people miss so much when they try to do it in 1 or 2 days. They want to turn their money in 1 day, but no, there are principles, and that's one thing that we're introducing through this program, using age-long proven principle to grow your wealth consistently and securely. So like we said, when you apply the power of compound interest, what somebody is trying to make in 1 day, and then most of the time, or in a week, or in 2 weeks, or in a month, and then because they don't use the right principle and they go blow up their account and lose their money, When you apply the right principle, you can achieve that over time. And the truth also that from the 6th month or the 7th month, based on what you have, also if you keep reinvesting and keep building your account that way, by the first year from when you start, you would have gotten over $1,000 in your account by compounding your interest. You can also do the calculation by yourself. If you Google the compound interest formula and then just check it out, growing at a particular rate, at what point you're going to be. But the idea is, it said that compound is one of the 8 wonders of the world, and it's when you utilize it, you grow your world exponentially. So it's still boiled down to what we're saying. You grow consistently, you grow securely, and then you're sure that you can be wealthy over time. So that's one thing we encourage also in the program. Grow consistently where you need be. Now we're not saying you can't withdraw your profit in the copy trade. No, no, that's not what we're saying. We're just giving that an example that where you withdraw some and then keep some because you want to reinvest it and then ensure that your account grows over time. This is how far you can go within a short period of time. And you're going to see all of your funds in your account because we said the copy trade, you have full control of your account. You have access to your account. You can withdraw money anytime, but then you grow consistently over time. Copy gives you the link to utilize the expertise of a professional trader, even while you still have limited knowledge of the market. You can start earning. Like we said, it's important to get adequate knowledge before you start trading. But while you're trying to build your knowledge base with copy trade, you can start earning through the expertise of a professional trader that you're copying his or her trade. All you need to do is to connect your account to the professional trader, and then as the trader takes his or her trade, your account also makes that same trade. Of course, copy trade also involves you giving the professional trader some commission for giving you those signal. Now, another thing copy trade does for you is that it helps you protect your fund. Now, in copy trade, you don't give your money to the person to trade for you. The money is in your account, and the professional trader you're following cannot touch your fund. He or she can't touch your fund. The only money that enters his or her account is the profit from the trade based on the sharing formula. Some persons do 50-50, some persons do 60-40, some persons do 35 65, some persons do 80-20. So depending on the agreement, it's going to be spelled out there. So as you make those trades and then the profit comes, you two share the profit. So it helps you secure your capital. And then, like I mentioned to you, where you have somebody who has good account management, you're sure of success over time. So one other thing that copy trade does is that it removes the pressure from the professional trader. Like I did mention, that one reason why most companies folded was the pressure that they had to meet up already defined target, because when you give your money to somebody to trade, you're not seeing his or her trade, so he or she is bound to try to deliver irrespective of market condition. But when you're doing copy trade, the professional trader can, when the market condition is not favorable, choose not to trade, which is also one important key to um, having success in the financial market. Now, basically, there are times when no matter how good you are in the market, the condition will not just be right to trade. So at that time, it's advisable not to trade. But where there is an already defined target to deliver, when somebody gives another person money, the trader is forced to still trade. So in copy trade, the owner of the account, who is copying the professional trader, sees that okay, there is no trade today, so there won't be that form of pressure. So it's transparent, you know what's happening in the market at each given time, and it, like I said, it removes the pressure on the professional trader, and in turn ensure that everybody has a win-win situation. So when the market is favorable, trades can go on, of course, which happens lots of time, but there are times when it's not just advisable to trade. So at that time, there may not just be any trade going on, but everybody will be happy knowing that the the goal is achieved, which is ensuring that losses are minimized while trying to make profit. So we're introducing that project, the copy trade project, and then looking at a minimum account funding of $50, although $100 is advised, but a minimum funding of $50 for those who may want to do crypto, and then 100 for those who want to do forex. And then you could get started with the copy trade project. This fits so well into sometimes source of income because you don't have to give it so much of extra time. All you need is just to see how your account is doing. You don't have to plan trades and all of that. Once you sign up, have the basic knowledge, sign up, fund your account, and then it just depends on your expert trader doing the work for you, and then you're sure of smiling to the bank. So we'll have that period starting this week. We're already started registering, so you could sign up for that. The link attached to this audio contains details of the project, the numbers to call our office in Port Harcourt. Actually, for the $100 account, we have a target of a minimum of $1 per day. That's one of our target. Like we said, we are looking strongly at security of capital, ensuring that what we've learned over the years, those pitfalls that people have, we guard against it, and then ensure that people can make money, decent money, from the financial market. So what we say a minimum of $1 for $100 account, like that translates to about 20 to $24 in a month, because we already told you that forex trades only on weekdays, so approximately $24 in a month. Now we also talked about the fact that the start of capital is a minimum of $100 for those who want to do forex. But of course, that does not mean that you can't do much more than that in your account. You can actually start with 200, you can start with 300, you can also start with $500 in your account. And it's all in your account. You're not giving out the money to anybody. And then for those who are doing $300, they should be, we're looking at the minimum of $3. And then for those who are doing $500, we're looking at a minimum of $5. Now you know also what that entails in a month. If you're doing $5 per day, so in a month you're talking of over $100 in a month. And then also for those who are even starting with $100, like we talked about the compound interest, where you're doing $24 in a month. Now in 3-4 months you should have gotten over $100 in your account if you keep compounding your profit. So that also increases their earning per day. So even those who are starting with $100 over time, their cancer should be reading something around 200 and more dollars, which means they should be also be earning above $1 per day. So, but the major thing is getting started with the process and then trusting the process, and then growing with us over time. Like we said, now when we're giving that benchmark of either $1 or $5, we're not saying that you can achieve more than that. That's just giving a very small benchmark so that we don't put ourselves under pressure. And then much more also, we also don't take too much of risks in the market. Our focus is earning consistently in the market, not just having big earning once in a while and then having big losses also once in a while. But the focus is ensuring that you take a position that gives you consistency in the market, and then like we said, over time growth can be achieved. So we're giving those smaller benchmark to ensure that we take smaller risks in the market, but then ensure consistency in the market. And like we mentioned, even those who have starting with $500 account where they are doing over $100 a month, that means in 3-4 months also the account should be reading over $1,000, and then they can keep growing like that, where you can multiply your cash flow by learning to trade with time. So you could also learn to trade with time. If you commit 3-4 hours every day, you could sign up. We also have a basic, we also have a master class and then a mentorship program for those who may want to learn. So looking at our trajectory, we want to learn from us or learn alongside other people that we're training. So we also have, like I said, a basic class, we'll have a master class, and we'll have a mentorship program. So that also is source of income. I want to encourage you, don't allow the challenges of other people deter you from achieving financial freedom. There is still so much money to make in the financial market. It's all about knowing the secret of success. How did other people succeed? What did they do? I've given you some tips here. Also told you why people had financial losses in the financial market. So it's all about guiding against those pitfalls, and then you can be sure of achieving success. So I want to say thank you for staying with us up to this point. And then remember, action changes things. So take action today. Call the number that's on the flyer. Call the number that is attached to this audio series, and then take action today. Who have already started signing up, I'll keep emphasizing that the project it's commencing this week, and then you don't just want to be left behind. $50 with $100 and a subscription fee of $15. You minimum you can sign up for the project and then watch your account grow over time. So once again, thanks for staying with us, and see you at the best side of life.